Hello guys and welcome back to Survivor. Today I'm so excited because this little fella just got delivered into my house and you probably know what this is all about. This is Tpcast, the wireless solution for the HTC Vive. We can finally play games in virtual reality without those cords, without any tangles. We can move freely in our game space area and I'm so excited. This is gonna change everything, guys. So, well, I gotta admit, I was a little bit lucky to be able to receive one of those units thanks to one of my friends. And I know those are still not available in the United States nor the Europe as well. So, well, I hope there will be very soon because I think this is something that we all need to invest in, wireless virtual reality. And people say that this device will work with the Oculus Rift or some kind of similar device will work with the Oculus Rift, and that's great news. So, well, guys, we are gonna start off with unboxing this little fella. Then we're gonna set it up both on my HTC Vive and also in my computer. And then we're gonna try it out a little bit shortly, only just to see if it works and how good it works. So, well, I'm excited and I hope you are, guys. Join me and we're gonna have some fun with the Tpcast. Let's go. So first off, we are gonna unbox this little fella, and I'm so excited to look inside. Actually, I have not been even peeking inside of this unit yet, so this is gonna be very, very cool. So there we are. Okay, so we have three devices here to start with. This is the main Tpcast or the main unit itself. We are gonna attach it on the HTC Vive on the top of it, and this is what actually makes the wireless connection possible. And well, I gotta tell you, it's very light. It doesn't weigh much. I think it says it's about 84 or 86 grams, but it really feels like 20 grams or something. Very nice. Feels quite. I mean, it's plastic, of course, but it feels like quality, to be honest. So, well, cool. All right. So let's move on. This is the battery unit or the battery holder that we are going to attach the batteries to. And well, I have two batteries. That's the Anchor batteries, 20,100 milliampere. I'm going to show you them in a moment. So we have double USB ports here for dual charging or well dual usage of the batteries, and that's probably gonna be needed. So this looks nice. All right. Let's move on. Man, I'm so excited. I'm almost shaking right now. So guys, this is it. This is the receiver. This is the one that we are gonna attach on the wall very high up, so this can always see the transmitter, so they always have to see each other. So, well, first impression of this is quite nice. I mean, it's smaller than I was expecting it to be honest. We have the standard screw hole here, so we can mount it in any kind of mount. I probably gonna find something. I think I have something to mount it on next to my lighthouse. So, well, nice. All right, and there's an indicator when it's gonna be on later. So let's move on. Okay, let's remove this foam, and we're gonna check inside. I want you guys to see this as well inside. So, well, here it is. Here we have the main power cable. It's actually a Chinese version, so I will just try to find a Chinese converter to the European plug. I have a few of these here at home, so that shouldn't be any problem actually. So, well, what more do we have? Here is the USB and the HDMI cables. They're short and they're made to be connected between the HTC Vive and the Tpcast unit itself. And well, it doesn't look so short, but they hopefully are, at least. We'll see about that. What more do we have? Here's the case where we are gonna hold our battery inside together with the battery holder, and that's very good. We can actually attach it to a belt. That's nice. That's very good, actually. I was not expecting that because I was expecting to have it in my pocket all the time, but obviously we don't have to, so that's cool. All right, let's put it there. let's see, what more do we have? Here is some manuals or some instructions in in Chinese language. I don't know if I'm gonna use them anything, but probably not. I found some guides on YouTube on how you set up the Tpcast, so I'm gonna probably stick to those. So moving on, what more do we have? An Ethernet cable, an internet cable that we are going to attach between the router down in here. I'm going to show you that in a second. And our computer. So, well, I'm going to explain everything how this works. So the last piece in here is the router itself. And yes, you may wonder why we have to use a router. And I'm sorry, I cannot even explain that to you why we need that, but the connection is apparently through Wi-Fi and or some kind of Wi-Fi. I don't know. So, well, it's still sealed. That's great. That's a good sign. And well, so we need a router. Don't ask me why, but we need a router, and it has to be connected between the computer and our internet and well, this little device or this Tpcast. I'm going to show you everything how it's set up. So okay, so let's unseal this for the first time. Wow, this is I'm so excited right now. I just want to plug it in and try it out right away. So as you can see, this router is not Tpcast branded, and that's probably because this is a pre-release or pre-order version of the Tpcast itself. It's not the final consumer version, or not the European or the American version of this unit, because there's supposed to be a Tpcast brand on this router, but it doesn't. So we have two antennas, two wireless antennas. That's cool. We can have them in any angle we want. That's awesome. Then we have, as you can see, we have 3 Ethernet connectors, and I'm going to check out which one of these are supposed to be connected to the computer and which one of them is supposed to be connected to the internet. We'll check that. So this is like going to be like a hub between, or like a router between our internet connection and our computer. And that may sound strange, but well, obviously that's needed for now to be able to use the Tpcast. So we have a lot of indicators here: USB 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz, LAN, WAN, and internet connection. So well, okay, looks good. I mean, we'll see how it works. I'm very excited to try this out. So well, we are gonna bring up our my HTC Vive now, and we're gonna try to connect first of all the Tpcast device itself. But first, let's take a look at the batteries that we're going to use with the Tpcast itself. I got 2 of these batteries. I bought them here in Sweden actually. They cost around 70 bucks each. They're not cheap, but this is actually Anker batteries. These are the ones that are recommended to use with the Tpcast itself. And these are the large ones with 20,100 milliampere. And they have dual USB out and also on a USB-C port out. So that's very cool. You can actually charge with all of these 3 at the same time, and those big USB ports are outputting 2.4 amps each, and that's what's needed for the Tpcast to work actually. So well, I have 2 of these units. It takes around 8 hours I think to fully charge them. And one battery is supposed to be working between 4, maybe up to 5 hours with the Tpcast straight in a row. But well, let's say 3-4 hours at least. So that's why I decided I wanted 2 batteries. So if one battery dies, I would like to just take the other battery, of course, and put this on charge again, and then I can continue play. I could probably maybe play like 8 or even 10 hours straight. So this is cool. Well, let me just check the box for the Anker batteries. You can probably find them on Amazon, on eBay and everything. It looks very cool. It's a very stylish box. I'm gonna just show you here inside. Those batteries are provided with first of all a regular USB to USB Type-C port, and that's the one that you're going to charge the battery itself. Also you get one port C, 2 port C connector So, well, that's very good actually, because you can charge your phone with that output, with that port output over here. So you can connect this one to the battery and then connect this to your phone or whatever you want to charge. So that's very clever actually, and you can, as I said, you can use all the three ports at the same time and they will charge fully. So that's nice. And also we get one USB, micro USB cable, so we can charge the older cell phones like the Samsung S5 maybe or something. Gotta tell you, it looks quite expensive, and they really feel expensive actually. Very nice material. This is not plastic. This is some kind of I think it's some kind of metal or something. Man, I'm so sweaty. Look at this. Anyway, and we have a battery indicator, quite a lot of indication points. This one is not so charged. This one is almost fully charged, so we can see, well, almost, well, now it says full, but well, they are not fully charged anyway. So guys, these are the batteries, and then we are gonna connect them like this into the USB. Well, I've never done that before, so I'm gonna try that for the first time, guys. Hopefully it works. I really hope so. Hopefully I'm not gonna destroy anything here. Well, let me just check. Let me just try again. Man, this was quite difficult to fit. Oh, there we go. Now it's in. Man, this was not. I cannot say this was actually so optimal design. It's actually, well, but it's steady. I mean, it's sturdy. It's never gonna fall off, I think. So, well, looks good. And of course, we can have this either on our belt with this little thing, or we can have it in our back pocket or whatever. So guys, let's go into the installation of the Tpcast itself on the HTC Vive. So let's disassemble the HTC Vive Deluxe Audio Strap, and we're gonna attach the Tpcast on the top here, right here. So, well, as you can see, first of all, I'm using the Deluxe Audio Strap, and that's not gonna be an issue for the Tpcast at all. Actually, I think it's gonna even work better because it's gonna sit very nice at the back over here. And well, you may wonder why I don't have any headphones, because, well, I use these headset, and I don't want to use the built-in headphones because I want to have this microphone that I'm just using right over here. That's why I disconnected them. Also, I have the ViveNChill fans, and well, this is so lovely solution. I reviewed this unit about 1 week ago or something. You can check out that video. It's a very simple solution, but it's very nice to cool down your forehead so you're not sweating all the time, just like I'm right now. Actually, I wish I had some ViveNChill on right now. But still, it's a very simple installation. I show you that in the review of the ViveNChill. And I think this is not going to be a problem having the ViveNChill and the Tpcast itself at the same time, because the Tpcast is not using the second USB port. So you can still use the ViveNChill for the USB out to get the power from the USB out in here. So, well, guys, let's start this off. First of all, I think I'm gonna just disconnect this this thing, and well, as you see, I made a very simple solution to attach the ViveNChill, and I did it like this, and well, I can just disconnect it this way. And I used a strap only, and well, I make it simple. You can do it more pretty with the ViveNChill, but I prefer to do it like this, and it's, well, it works. I don't mind. I don't care about how it looks, to be honest. So I think I'm gonna keep that little strap because I may be gonna connect the ViveNChill into this later on. We'll see about that. I'm not sure how the construction will look after the attachment of the Tpcast, but well, let's stay it over there for now. So, well, we are gonna attach the Tpcast over here, but before we do that, let's open up the hatch and take away the cables, or pick up the cables out from here, because we have to remove all the cables, of course, the power cable, the HDMI cable, and also the USB cable. So, well, let's just take those cables out. It's a little bit tricky to get it out, but I'm gonna try to do my best here. It takes some time, as you can see. but hopefully they're out in any second. Yes, there they are. And the thing is now that we're actually not going to use the cables anymore. We're not going to use them at all because we're going to have a short cable to the Tpcast itself from the HTC Vive. So we can just deattach them from the Deluxe Audio Strap like this and just take them off. I'm going to remove the back strap over here, that Velcro strap that we're using to attach the cable at the back of our Deluxe Audio Strap. I'm just going to remove it. Finally, no more cables. And then the cable is off. So what we're going to do now is to connect those short USB and HDMI cables to the HTC Vive and the Tpcast itself, of course. And so I'm going to open this little bag up and throw it away, and there we have it. This is a very short HDMI cable that we're going to use, and here is the main cable for the between the Tpcast itself and the battery unit. So we're going to connect that between those two units, of course. So this cable has two different ends. On this side we have a power connector and a USB connector. On the other side we have a power connector, USB connector, and a second USB connector over here. And this is the side that we are going to connect to the HTC Vive and to the Tpcast itself. So we are going to start off by connecting it or putting it in this way. And well, it's a little bit tricky, they say. We should actually take one cable at a time. Well, I'm gonna try. This is my first time doing this, guys, so I hope I won't fail while doing this, but at least I'm gonna give this a first try. So let's see. Here we go. And then take the other side. So let me see, this way. Okay, come on. There we go. And let's take it all the way, and we're gonna take out that USB here. So well, the USB connector can be connected to a USB right away like this. If I understand this right, well, I hope so at least. This is the way it's gonna be connected. And then we're gonna connect this one to the HTC Vive itself. I don't even know why this is on the wrong side, but maybe it's supposed to be this way. Well, I'm not sure about it, but this is the way it's supposed to look, at least. So well, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to do the best of this. So well, that's really odd actually that the cable is like kind of upside down here. But well, hey, I mean, I don't gonna complain. And also we are gonna attach the HDMI cable. Oh, this side, of course, like this. Right. So there we go. So these are the three cables that we are going to connect to the HTC Vive itself. But before we do that, let's put it on the strap itself like this. And the only thing we do now is to just take the strap and move it all the way in those two holes over here. I hope you can see this, guys. I'm not good at unboxing installation videos, but I'm gonna do my best at least. So there we go. Okay, well, I hope this is gonna be all right. This is the way it's gonna look, I guess. And well, let's connect this one to the HTC Vive. So well, let's put it this way around, and we are gonna try to attach it in a pretty looking way. I don't know. Well, let's see if it works. Like that. All right, so now it's in. The cable is going through just like always, just like before. And well, I hope you can see something here at least. There's so much stuff here, especially the ViveNChill is in my way a little bit right now, but still. So we're gonna connect the cables through this little hole, just like we did with the old original HTC Vive strap. So let's see. This is not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna try to do my best. All right. So let's see, I have that ViveNChill unit as well, and it's not making it easy for me, to be honest, but hey, I hope this is gonna work. Oh, there we go, finally. Now all the cables are going through the hole over here, and let's just connect the cables now into the HTC Vive itself. And then we're gonna connect the last power cable, of course, into the power connector. And no, I'm not using the audio cable at all, so I'm gonna leave that out because I'm using the external headphones. So well guys, look at this. This looks good. So well, let's try to close the hatch now. We're gonna try to close the hatch, and let's see how it looks, guys. So well, not bad. Not bad at all, to be honest. I mean, it's okay. After a closer look, I actually realized that I could have the cables like this, and it actually looks much better now, even though I have the ViveNChill connected over here. So let's just try to connect the battery to the battery holder over here. We have the cable right here. It goes from the back of the HTC Vive, of course. And well, let's try to connect it together with the battery itself. So let's see. First of all, we're going to connect the two cables here at the back side of here, like this, and then the USB cable like that, and then let's just connect the battery itself. Oh, that was much easier this time. So as you can see, it was actually blinking for a short second over there. Let's see if the power is on. I'm gonna try to turn on those ViveNChill. Yeah, perfectly, they're working. So we got power. It all seems to be working. So let's move over to the next step, guys. So now we're going to connect the Tpcast receiver to this, well, HTC Vive box or whatever it's called. We are actually not disconnecting anything here. As you can see, I'm using extended HDMI cable, a high quality one, because I had the cable on the other side of my room, far away from my PC, about 4 meters away. But well, I'm not going to change anything here, and all those cables are going, well, previously it was going to my HTC Vive. As you can see, the green sleeving here, don't mind, it looks like crap, but well, it was working anyway. So well, what we do now is we are taking the cables that we had in our HTC Vive before, and we are going to connect them to this Tpcast receiver. And we are only going to connect the HDMI cable and the power cable. We're not going to connect the USB cable over here. So we have the connectors over here. So let's just connect it like this. Oh, other side, of course. There we go. And the power cable here. So I'm going to use a regular travel adapter. It's an international adapter to connect it to the power adapter from the router itself. So let's connect it. Now it's connected. The lights are blinking. And what we do now is that we are going to connect this cable. This is the internet cable. We're going to connect it into the yellow input on the router. And now the VLAN or WAN port is blinking, or it's actually lighting up. And also the second cable, the provided one with the Tpcast, we are going to connect between the router in one of those blue ports and then the other end in my PC, of course. So the internet is actually going through this router. I don't know if that's such a great idea. Actually, I don't know actually why they do it this way, but well, I think it's supposed to be this way, so I'm going to keep it this way, and I'm going to report if it works good or not. So the Tpcast receiver has to be, of course, high up on the wall, and I just found a very simple method by using a mini tripod to connect it to my tension pole next to the lighthouse. And well, I mean, it works. It's simple, but it works. And here it is. It's connected now. I aligned it so it's pointing at the same direction and same angle as the lighthouses are doing, and it's up about 2 meters up. Also, I had to sync the transmitter and the Tpcast receiver by holding the both buttons for a few seconds, and it just worked right away. So the only thing that's left now is to install the Tpcast software, and this is a little bit tricky actually. Well, it depends on which version of the Tpcast you got. Well, I've got the first version of the Tpcast, not including a battery, so I had to actually use a different software, the first version of the software. But if you're using the newer version of the Tpcast with a battery included, you can just go into tpcast.cn and then software download. Well, you can change this to English first and then software download, and then you download the PC client software. But for me, I had to go to the first. Here's the link, by the way. I don't even know how to find this link. I found it actually in a Reddit post. It took me like 1 hour to figure this out because the software for this version of TPCast was not working with my router. Well, here is the software for my version of the TPCast. So I just downloaded it, and well, we're just gonna fire it off now and see how it looks. So here is how it looks. I have not changed any setting. I just installed the software right away. I have connected my Vive and the Tpcast to the battery now, so it's connected and it's blinking, it's synced. So let's just start it off and checking router connection. Okay, so this is what you have to do each time before you start off your VR sessions or your, well, gameplays. So before you even start off the SteamVR. So let's see, it's gonna take a few seconds actually. If you do it once, you don't have to do it every time. I think you have to do it every time you restart the computer only. And it takes a few seconds, but now we are ready. And now we are gonna fire up the SteamVR and let's do it. Come on, this is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna power on my controllers. Oh, the Tpcast is actually already connected. And well, here are my controllers. They're connected now. Oh, Viveport latest version. Anyway, the controllers are now synced. Well, I hope so. Any second. Well, they should be at least. So, and the Vive itself is actually, oh, the lighthouses are still warming up, of course. So there we have it. It's connected through the Tpcast and the controllers are now synced and everything is working. What I actually just discovered by powering it off for the first time is that I hear some noise from the Tpcast receiver up there. So, well, it is a bit more noisy than the lighthouses actually. But guys, let's jump into it and try out the Tpcast for a short moment only in SteamVR Home. For a short moment to see if it actually works or not. Come on. So guys, I have just put it on and I can already see there on my PC monitor that this is actually working and it's working good so far, I think. Well, first of all, I have my battery over here. I'm gonna try to use that little pocket or whatever it's called, a little bag to actually have the battery inside. And well, that's what they recommend at least. So I'm gonna use that for this time at least. We'll see if I'm going to use that later on, but for now, let's use it like this. So it actually looks like that when you have it in your pocket. So, well, it's okay. It weighs a little bit. It does. I mean, I have to be honest. This is not weightless. It's almost like a half a kilo or something. But still, I'm going to have it in my back pocket over here just for now. And as you can see, I have the cord from my Tpcast to the battery. So guys, let's jump into virtual reality. Well, so far so good. Works very nice. No lag whatsoever. I don't think I feel any lag. No, well, I don't see any difference from the regular way of using the Vive with the cable. I gotta be honest, this is like, wow, this is quite crazy. To be honest, this is quite crazy. Wow. So, well, I'm gonna try to go around in my little room over here. I'm gonna go to the corner over here first, and then I'm gonna walk. Well, I don't see anything right now, so hopefully this is gonna be okay. I'm going to this corner, and the picture is still perfect, I think. Well, let's move on and go over here. Well, I don't even know where I'm standing or where I'm going right now, but I'm trying to go from all the sides and to all the corners of my room, and Well, man, this works. Wow, this is so cool. So I'm gonna try to go down. Huh, no problems whatsoever. So guys, this works really well, I gotta tell you. No problems whatsoever yet, at least. And well, I'm gonna just try to cover the Tpcast with my hands to see if it does any interference, if it's actually gonna break the signal. Oh, I can see some signal loss. Whoa, it looks almost like compression artifacts. Yeah, huh. So I only need to hold my hand above here and the signal is gonna be much worse. I can already see that. Wow, that's so strange. I hope you can see this in the video as well. That's so weird. Huh. Wow. All right. Well, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try once again, all right? Yeah, we have definitely signal loss. Now the picture was totally frozen for like a 1/4 of a second. So it's very important not to cover your TPcast while playing with it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to move over here to the corner over here, and I'm gonna bend down and see if the tracking loses. Well, it works so far, I think. Okay, so probably I'm not gonna have any problems being watching in this direction. Oh, there we have some signal loss, I think. Yes, we have. Huh. That's so strange. Well, maybe I'll try to realign the Tpcast receiver itself, put it a little bit more up, and well, we'll see if it does any difference. But for now, it's working well until I try to cover my Tpcast receiver or the transmitter. So, well, guys, I'm gonna do a lot more testing in games, of course. I just wanted to show you now that this actually works. So, guys, let's jump back and we're gonna talk a little bit more about TPcast for now. So, TPcast, guys, well, it works. It works well. There are some issues with the tracking, to be honest. If I hold my hands above the transmitter or the TPcast itself, I can clearly see some artifacts in the picture. It looks actually like compression artifacts. And then if I hold my hands, well, for too long, the picture could freeze and even get gray after a while. So the signal totally is lost. But after just very short moment, the picture comes back when I take my hands away and it just works again. So, well, we'll see how this is going to work in games. I don't have time this time to try it in games. It's getting very late tonight, so I just want to be finished with this first look video of my TPcast. But I will do a lot of videos, and all my upcoming VR gameplay videos with the HTC Vive are gonna be with that TPcast unit. So hopefully this is gonna work, and if it doesn't, well, then I'm gonna let you know that, of course. Also, I think I'm gonna realign that TPcast receiver up there next to the lighthouse because I think it's a little bit too low down. It's only about on 2 meters in height. I think I'm gonna put it up for like maybe 220 or 230, maybe next to the ceiling actually to get some better reception. So I hope that's gonna work better then. But for now, I mean, I cannot complain much about this product. This is beautiful. It's so comfortable to just have this battery in my back pocket and just play games without any cords I can step on. And wow, this is lovely. I mean, yes, the battery is, I think it's like a half a kilo or something. It's not that lightweight, but it's still not bad at all. If I mount it to my belt, that's maybe gonna feel better than in my back pocket. I don't know. I'm gonna try that out. That little pouch or that little bag that I got with the TPcast is working well, but to be honest, the battery is quite hot, and that battery unit as well at the back here is hot as well. So I don't know if I play for like 1, 2, 3 hours, I'm not sure how hot it gets, but it is quite hot right now. And also the TPcast itself, if I hold it right, I was just playing like a few minutes ago. So right now it's quite hot actually. I cannot feel it in my head or above my head, but I can feel it if I hold my hands above it, and it's getting quite hot. I don't know. I just tried it for like 10, 15 minutes, so I'm not sure how much hotter it gets. after a few hours gameplay, but we're gonna see about that. But I mean, we have one solution at least for the heat issue, and that's the ViveNChill. I mean, if I just point them upwards a little bit, I could probably cool down that Tpcast. So well, problem solved in a way at least. So, but anyway, nice product. I really look forward to the consumer version. The PC setup was a little bit tricky because I didn't even know which software I was supposed to use. This version of the Tpcast was the first version sold without the battery, so I had to use another software for that to connect. Otherwise, the router was not even working. But when I installed the right software, everything just worked out of the box. I just clicked start and then it's connected. It took a few seconds as you saw, but then it connected. I fired up SteamVR and it just worked. So this is like magic, I think. I think this is gonna be a big investment for most of you VR gamers out there, and I think you're gonna like it a lot. I think they are gonna improve this product in the consumer version. I hope so at least. So well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little unboxing and setup and a short first look at my Tpcast. I'm gonna do a lot of follow-ups, as I said, with gameplays. I'm gonna tell you the smallest glitch I find. If I get any frame loss, if I get any signal loss, I'm going to tell you that, because I think that's good to know before you buy this product. So I'm going to really stress test it the upcoming weeks. And I mean, all of my gameplays are going to be with this Tpcast unit, of course. I'm not going to use that cord anymore, at least not for the HTC Vive. For the Oculus Rift, that's another thing. But still, I believe in this product and I think it's gonna serve me well. So, and also I didn't feel the weight of my head. I cannot say that it weighs much. I mean, if you consider the cable is going, you still have a cable at the back of you, all right, to your back pocket, but you don't feel it the same way as having a cable down to the floor. So it's a little bit more lightweight, and also the unit itself is like 86 grams, I think 84, and then those short cables. So well, I could not feel or notice any difference in the weight on my head, so no problem whatsoever with that. So guys, I don't know what to add more. I think I'm gonna end up this video now. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to SweetVive if you'd like to see more of my Tpcast VR gameplay videos. There's gonna be a lot of Tpcast talk the upcoming weeks. Also, I'm gonna finally unbox my well my Oculus Rift, and well, hopefully I'm gonna have some Oculus Rift gameplay videos as well soon. You know me, guys, I'm so short of time, so I'm trying to hold up with all those videos, but it's very hard. I have a full-time job, I have a second job as well, so well, I'm gonna try to do some Rift videos as well. Anyway, guys, last thing before we forget, we're gonna do the giveaway for the 25 € game on Steam. You remember that? The one that I started off a few days ago, that I told you to guess what hardware I'm gonna get, and here it is. I mean, this is the Tpcast, and now I'm gonna choose the winner that guessed the right answer. So let's go, guys. So guys, we're gonna pick the winner from the guessing contest that I created a couple of days ago. And well, some of you actually misunderstood me, because I told you to comment my Oculus Rift video where I was announcing my Oculus video, because there is where I'm announcing the upcoming VR hardware. So I told you to guess what VR hardware is going to be, and obviously it's the Tpcast. So I'm going to pick the winner of a free game for 25 €. Any game you choose, any game you want, I'm going to transfer it as a Steam gift from me to you personally. So let's go into the comments, and let's just refresh the page first, of course. Let us just be sure so everyone is included. And we are gonna do the pick a winner as always randomly, and I'm gonna wait until I find a comment with the right answer, and that means Tpcast. All right, let's go. Come on, come on. Cold, my bet is Knuckles controllers, but I would like Tpcast or other wireless solutions to be available as soon as possible. Man, Cold, you were so close. Why didn't you not guess on the Tpcast? You said Knuckles controllers. Well, sorry, I cannot allow that, alright? Rules are rules. So sorry, man. Hope you will win next time in many other giveaways coming up. Anyway, let's go. Come on. One more. This is fun. Hopefully that TP cast is pretty cool. Well, here we have the winner, Matthew Rames. Well, guys, Matthew Rames is the winner of the free game, any game on Steam for up to 25 euro or 25 bucks, or call it whatever you want. Congratulations, you were actually mentioning TPcast, and I assume that's the answer on my question as well. So, well, congratulations, man. I'm gonna contact you through YouTube, and then I'm gonna fix your game, and also add me on Steam as soon as you can. Oh, sorry, man. My damn alarm is just like starting off. I don't know why. Anyway, guys, thank you for taking part in this contest. Thank you for all the subscriptions, all the likes, everything. I really, really appreciate that. Let's jump back. So, congratulations. Hope you're gonna enjoy the game, whatever it's gonna be. Just contact me. I'm gonna contact you through YouTube, and then we're gonna choose the game. So, hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm talking way too much every time. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, support me on Patreon if you would like. I would really appreciate that. And have a lovely weekend now. I'm taking a few days off. I got a lot of work, so I'll probably be back in like 3 or 4 days. So take care for now, and cheers.